Hi, my name is EJ Massa. This is going to be a little bit of a chill stream. So, I have to make a scart connector for a TV. And here's the scart input here. Look at that. And this is a little board that will make putting all the connectors that I need to put on this SCART cable much easier. So kind of just fits in here, like this is like at a right angle. So it just fits in here like that. And so we'll just like go through and we'll like solder all those connections. But first I'm going to populate this board with the components I need. You can see it's labeled. You can see like R1, R2, R6, all that kind of stuff on there. And what I'll need to do is I'm going to pull up my handy schematic. I need to populate it. You can see in the upper right hand corner, you can see it calls out some components. This is the TV that I'm going to be modifying is the RCA E09344. It's a tiny 9-inch white RCA TV, CRT. It's a kitchen TV, as they would call them back in the day, and that are resurfacing on TikTok. And I don't know, you probably can't hear it, but it is like raining and sleeting and snowing outside, and there's winds howling. So if I lose power, it's because of that. If my video feed goes out, it's because of that. Anyway, so I'm going to need to populate the board with, especially, the R1, R2, R3 will have a 180 ohm resistor. R4, R5, R6 will have an 820 ohm resistor. R7, R8, which will be our audio, will have a 1K ohm resistor. D9 will have a diode. And then R10 will be open, and R11 will have a 1K. That's the blanking. That'll be the blanking one. The blanking for the blanking signal. You can see the schematic there. And when I actually open up the TV, I'll have to remove some resistors and plug things in there. So it's a wicked stormy night. That's right, Allie. It is. It's wicked stormy. It's dark and stormy. Alright, let's see. Oh, I wish I had a dark and stormy. Dark and stormies are good. So I'm actually going to pull up the image again for myself. So R1, R1, R2, R3 are going to need a 180 ohm resistor. So I'm going to get 3 180 ohm resistors out. I just got at Micro Center. I'll just put this in focus a little bit. This is went to Micro Center today. I got a bunch of resistors because I was missing some resistors. And this has a bunch, so we'll use that. And then so I'll get so 180 ohm resistor. I'm gonna find that there should be one in here at least, or a few. These are nice resistors, actually. Should have only a small tolerance. Let's see, 180. Where's 180? There's a lot of freaking resistors in here. You're enjoying some harpoonies tonight? Yeah, I'm trying not to drink that much during Advent. I'm trying to. I'm doing it like it's Lent, and I'm gonna try not to drink. Just try. If I have one or two, it's not that bad. Won't take it that seriously. How's the weather out your way? We're maybe 10 degrees today. Yeah, it's snowy. It's snowy and blowy. Snowy and blowy out there. Dark and stormy. Let's see. I might need... Let's see. I'm looking for the 180 ohm resistors. There's a ton of fucking resistors in here. Should have gotten a smaller kit. Oh, there's 180K. Don't need K, I need 180R. That's 18R. These aren't in any order either, so that's kind of annoying. Will be the last thing I find on here. I don't see it. It's a 1 megaamp. This is 180K. If I don't have this, it's actually, it's not the end of the world, because I think I have some backups. 170, 20. It says 180 in here, right? 180. Well, there shouldn't be an 18. I said there was an 18. What is this? This is 18R, but that can't be right. What is this? I know I'm like supposed to know how to read these bands, but I have bad eyes. I'm just gonna use a multimeter. Let's see, what is this? That is literally 18 ohms. That's not what I'm looking for. I didn't even know there was a 18 ohm resistor in this pack. If they gave me 18 ohm resistors instead of 180 resistor, I'll be mad. Alright, this is the 80K. Hi everybody. Hi Dr. Nick. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to find the right resistor I'm looking for this project. 100 ohms. It's not quite what I'm looking for. 180. Boom. Got it. Just took me all day. So where do I need 180? I need 180 in... If I look at my thing here, I need it in R1, R2, and R3. So I need 3 of these. So get 1, 2, 3. 3 resistors. I think my favorite old YouTube video is when they take the count and when he's singing, they censor every time he says count. So there's a beep. He's like, they call me the count because I like to bleep. And he's just like, faster, faster, slower, slower. So you think he's saying fuck. gonna get that Batman TV I posted in Discord. It's a steal for only it's too much money. I'm not gonna pay that much. There is actually one a little bit farther away for 400, and it comes with a remote. A little bit tempting, but I think I'll pass. So let me put this through. We're just gonna populate it temporarily through R1. I mean, I'm sure it's a. See, the thing is, it was like at the time it was a cheap children's TV. A cheap children's TV. Like there was already like flat screens and stuff on the market, and this was just to throw into your kid's room, so that he could just like you had a TV that you didn't care if it was destroyed. So it's not like a desirable set for me that. The picture quality and all that probably is not that great. I know. It looks like it's Batman, and that is ultimately very, very cool. But and it has the remote looks like a Batarang. Also very, very cool. I do not contest this. Actually, I'm gonna before I like solder these in. And I won't solder them in just yet, but I'm going to check the ohms on it just to make sure that these are correct. 180 ohms, yes. Yeah, you always got to double check. Or else, you'll accidentally forget your tension thingamajogger. And you'll solder first. And you have to unsolder and put it in again. That definitely didn't happen the other day. Alright, so that is in. These resistors are now in. These 180 ohm resistors, R1, R2, R3. I'll solder those in later. So the next ones I need are 820 ohms for R4, R5, and R6. So we'll find those. I did see an 820. But I did not set it aside. I think this is 820R, not K. It's a nice printing. I wonder how much they cost back in the day. I can't imagine they costed that much. Let me make sure that this is actually 180 ohms and not 180K. Yes. This is 816 ohms, but it's close enough. Good enough for government work, so we'll go with that. So we need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And this goes, if we look at this again, it goes in R4, R5, R6. So this is R6. Get in through there. Great. R6. I'm going backwards, I guess, so R5 is next. So R5. And then R4. EJ, if I wanted to start to learn how to solder, what's step 1 and 2? Yeah, that's a good question, because I was a soldering technician. I was taught how to solder by a company, but mostly you have to find projects and just start soldering, like low stakes projects. Honestly, a lot of retro game console mods. I know they're not low stakes anymore because consoles have gone up in price and a lot, especially retro consoles. But I mean, I practice a lot in those. But again, that was a different time 10 years ago than it is now. Yeah, I would just get a soldering iron. I would just get some, whatever, this low gauge solder. Um, I don't know, you could probably get a cheap soldering iron this is a Weller one my brother-in-law got me. I don't know much about soldering irons, but this one works well. What would be there? I'm sure there's like soldering kits that you can buy that are like practice soldering. And just I mean I watch a lot of people. I like watch videos of people soldering. I watch a lot of content of people modifying things. So just watch it, try it yourself. Find some low stakes projects. Some like, especially like little boards like this, where there's like through holes. You can even get like little resistor kits, and just practice. And that's what they did. That's basically what they did when I was learning to be a soldering technician. Is they give you like little boards like this. They'll give you little resistors. They'll give you little capacitors. Just start getting your dexterity down with it. Learning how to feed the solder into it. Yeah, you can practice on e-waste. That's true. If you find like a broken TV, just try like, I don't know, taking out some of the resistors and putting the resistors back in. I don't know, or like an old stereo or something. Okay, so those are in. What's the next? All right, we need a diode. Oh wait, let's do the other one, the 1K resistors. 1K resistors. That goes into R7, R8. And that's the audio. It's the audio. Where I had some 1K resistors. These are 1K resistors right here. So I need 2 of these. Actually, I think I need 3 of these actually. And trust but verify. Might as well check the ohms on this too. Just make sure I got the right thing here. I would get a cheap multimeter too. That way you can like test like continuity real well. So you can tell if your soldering work actually worked. You can be like, oh, I soldered to this point and this connects to this point. I did well. I'm a good boy. This is from Radio Shack, but Radio Shack doesn't exist anymore. Okay, so that was, I have a short-term memory, R7, R8. This is a thick boy. This is a thick boy resistor. All right. I'll get R8. It doesn't matter which direction resistors go. It doesn't matter. They'll resist in either direction. The next component, we'll have to pay attention to what direction it goes in, which is a diode. Yeah, this is a thick boy. Let's see. I don't think it matters. That's probably as good as I'm going to get. Alright, and then where's the other? The 1K blanking is R11. pre-bend this so it doesn't look janky and wanky. Actually, I am going to redo this one. I don't like the way it looks. Looks bad. Looks bad to me. I want things to look pretty. Yeah, it looks a little better. Just barely. Okay, so those are in. Now I need to do the diode. I have to see exactly what direction this is supposed to go. Let me look up another picture. My kids have been loving the Muppet Christmas Carol, so I got all the songs stuck in my head. It's a good problem to have. All right, the diode should be going in that direction. You can tell which direction a diode is going because it has a black tip right here. And that's the direction it's going. It's like a one-way valve. You can see in the let's see. Can you see where the diode is? D9 right here. So you can think of it as a one-way valve. It goes this way, but nothing can go that way, kind of thing. So you see it here. That's the direction. The if you can see that, the black tip. So it's like an arrow pointing that way, basically. All right, that's all the components. So we're going to start soldering them. Because R10, I believe, is open. It says R10 open. Yeah. And again, you can see the diode. If you look at the SCART connector, 16, you can see the diode. It's the triangle with a little hat on it, little line on it. That's the direction. They try to make this easy for us idiots. Do you always use the same kind of solder for soldering, or are there different material types, some fancy? I'm sure there are. I just use whatever this Chinese stuff I got. It's got some lead and some other stuff. There's some that are like more leady than others. I know there's like some what do you call it? Compliant, like a lot of products are not supposed to have that much lead in them, but lead is better for soldering. So a lot of people are like, screw that, I'm using lead. I just use whatever I search on Amazon, and that comes up. This is this is a small gauge. You want to use like a fine gauge for this. So basically what I do is I touch the soldering iron to like the little metal circle there, and I feed in the solder, and that should be, and then it like kind of forms a little joint and like blobs around both the leg of the component and the and that little brass circle or copper circle or whatever the hell it is. You can tell when it's a cold solder joint if it's like, you know, it looks kind of crusty. Looks like Krusty the Clown. It's probably too much solder. Well, that should be good. You don't need that much, but it should look like it's covering the component. It shouldn't look like there's like little cracks. It should look nice and smooth. It can look a little blobby, but it shouldn't be too blobby. Oh, that's an open one. Just going one by one, we're soldering everything. Now, normally also a lot of people use like, what do you call them, like venting systems, because there's a lot of smoke coming out of this. I don't really do it because I don't do it that much, so I assume it's not going to kill me. I don't do that much soldering in my life, but if you do this for like a living, you probably do want some sort of like fan or ventilator thing to get the fumes away from you. Because, you know, there is like, yeah, like I said, there's lead and other stuff in it. So let me inspect my work here. I don't got good eyes, so I got to put it next to my peepas. Let's see. It looks mostly good. I think I'm going to touch up this one right here. Just looks a little crusty. Yeah, that should be good. All right. This is fine. This is good. So now that I did that, I'm gonna cut all these leads because we don't want a bunch of spider legs coming off this thing. So we're gonna go one by one. We'll cut them off. These are just some wire cutters. And you can see from this cutout right here, like there's like a little indentation. I'm going to be putting a component there, so I want to make sure the leads aren't going to obstruct that component when I put it in. It's a connector, not a component, but I guess it is a component in a way. A little bit too long of pieces here. Don't want it to interfere. Alright. That should be good. Now this side. I mean, all of this stuff I've accumulated over time. Like, sometimes I didn't have the right equipment, and so every once in a while I'll buy one thing or buy a new thing. It took me years and years to acquire a lot of this stuff. The best thing to do is, watch a video, see what people are using. Be like, okay, well, I need some wire cutters, so that's for sure. I need a soldering iron, that's a given. There we go. All the components are around here. Let me inspect my work again. Make sure nothing cracked in the process. We're good. Okay, next I'm going to put on this little connector. So this is a way to quickly connect all the things that are going to go to the board of the TV to here. So that way, when you take apart the TV, this will be embedded in the back of the case of the TV. So if you took it apart, you'd be able to disconnect the rest of the TV and pull it away. So it just basically makes it really easy to do work on your TV after you've done the mod. And we just need to solder these parts here. These little leads here, so we'll get this out. I'm just gonna. Oh, and it matters which direction this goes. If you saw on the board, there was a drawing basically and an indentation. That's what this little cutout is. So you have to put this connector in the same direction as that little picture on this board. And I got this board at Sunthar website. He made a design. I actually printed this out. Like I paid a company to print this out because he was out of stock. And this is actually an old version of the board, but it should still work. I used it on my wood grain TV, so it's a good board. It works great. Just go one by one. We'll solder these in. Don't want to go too crazy on the solder, just a little bit. But enough to cover the component, make sure it gets into that onto that ring, onto the leg, and then that's it. Just feed a little bit in there. There we go. This one seems like it needs a little bit more. So now that should be in there. Let me take a look at my work here. Looks pretty good. That was an easy one. So now we can, when we get our connector, we can connect that right in there. On the opposite side, where the components are, we're going to put the scart connector. The scart connector goes on the opposite side of this board. I think he has another version of this board, which I think it's made for like the straight pin. There's like this scart connector has a 90-degree angle for the pins, so you can put it in this direction, so that when it goes into the back of the TV, it's basically going to be like in this direction. So like if my hand is the back of the TV, the board just sticks out straight. Some TVs have a lot of components and horse shit in the way, so you need the board to basically like go this way. And he has a design to like facilitate that on the website too, Sunthar. I think a lot of the designs he has on his website are borrowed from other people. I think it's more of like an aggregate of people's designs and not necessarily his designs. Okay. And you don't need to solder every single one here because some of these don't need to be soldered. Do I have? Let me see if I can add a image here. You can see that. What am I looking for? Is it this? Yeah. Okay. No, that's too big. So this is a soldering diagram for the SCART connector. And you can see that some of them have little X's on them, on the pins. That means like nothing connects there. I don't think there's any harm in soldering it to this board. Yes. Yes. The Dear Techie solder. I don't think there's any harm in actually soldering it, but you don't need to. So I could just skip those things. But I think I'll just, since I don't really feel like looking at that diagram, I'm just going to solder all of them. I think they'll be fine. Because they don't connect to anything, so. And he wouldn't design the board to have it connect to something, so. We'll do it for structural integrity. But you basically, they're like, a lot of the stuff is labeled on the back here. That's the stuff that absolutely needs to be soldered in. Like this is C-Sync. Solder that in. That's a good thing to solder. This is a ground. That's ground. Solder that, sure. You might see like residue come out of the solder. I think there's flux in the center of this of this solder. Flux is just an agent that helps the solder flow. You can get other things like syringes so you can have solder in syringes. You can put gel solders on here. I have a soldering pen or a flux pen. Sorry, flux. I mean, so you can put flux in a syringe and put a little gel flux on it. I do these little pens. They seem to work fine for my use. I don't do too much, so it's not a big deal for me. I'm just gonna keep, this is the blanking. I'll do that one, why not? I'm just gonna go left to right. I don't think it matters. I'm just gonna do them all. It'll be for structural integrity. This one says left audio. That's nice. It's good to have audio when you're playing your video games. I gotta say, this poisonous smoke coming from the solder is very pleasant. I love it. It reminds me of modifying retro gaming consoles. You can see I did this says red because there's a red channel, and the green. That's why it's called RGB modding. There's 3 analog channels of signal. Beautiful signal. It's not like an encoded NTSC signal. Check my work here. That should be all of them. This one looks a little ugly, but I don't think it connects to anything, so I don't think it matters. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because it's nice. It's nice to attend to my little pins. And there we go. That was it. This was what I wanted to do today. So, why am I doing this? What exactly is this thing gonna go into? Maybe I should show you. Let's do it. First, I'm gonna put away all my resistors. And then I'll swing the camera around and I'll show you the beautiful little guy that I'm going to be modding. Not today. I need to do some more prep work for that. I just wanted to get this done, and I thought it'd be fun to do it on stream. I hope you enjoyed it. But the stream's not ending right now. We're gonna go do some more stuff. So do not worry. Do not worry your little heads if you were having fun and vibing with me. Because we will continue to vibe. The vibes will keep happening. But first I must put all my resistors away because they're very messy. They're all over the place. I got this giant resistor kit from Micro Center. Micro Center is the best place on the planet. I went there and I was like, I will seriously empty out my bank account, and I don't care if I have a family to feed. I don't care if I have bills to pay. I will buy everything here. Everything. Even like the power strips, which I did buy a power strip too. I bought some capacitor kit, because sometimes in these old TVs and video game consoles, the capacitors are bad. And I need to replace them, so I got that. And I didn't feel like, buying them individually from like Mouser.com or whatever those websites are. And they seemed like good quality ones, so I was like, sure, let's do that. Yeah, there's no equivalent, just the internet. And their prices are so like reasonable, it's like crazy. But you have to drive there. You can't like order from them. You can order for pickup. And then like, because you could get like Raspberry Pi 5s for like $50 there right now. I think even cheaper in some of the ones with low RAM. Can this click closed, or is this? There we go. It's my capacitor kit. It's beautiful. Okay. Let me turn off my. Oh, good. My soldering iron didn't make my Elgato freak out that time. Okay. Now that all my capacitors are gone. There's no you love driving there. If one existed within 5 hours, I'd go there a few times a year. Yeah, this one's in Boston or in Cambridge. And I had a shoot in Cambridge today, or in Boston today, but it was canceled because of the snow. So I stopped by Micro Center and then drove home in the snow. It was worth it. It was worth it to risk my life in the snow to go to Micro Center. All right, let me show you the TV. Let me show you the little guy. Look at it. Look at the goodness. All right, I'm gonna lower this tripod. So, this is a 9-inch RCA TV. It only right now has RF. You can see the RF there. Let's see, there's the RF. So it only has RF. This was, when was this made? This was made in, there's the serial number if you want to copy what I'm doing here. This was made in 2003, September of 2003. Not that bad. That would look real nice next to that mini SNES. Yes. Yeah, it's actually pretty good condition. There's a headphone jack in the back. Look at that. Headphone jack in the back. Right here. I've never seen that. Usually it's in the front. And I actually like that it's in the back because the front looks nice and clean. And here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to get our good old trusty RF adapter. Let's see how good this looks. Oh, and this remote. This remote is Kino. Look at this thing. Look at that. Let me make sure it's in focus so you can see the Kino. All right, there we go. Look at that, baby. Oh my God, look at it. And speaking of like Dreamcast, look at that yellowing. That's a Dreamcast yellow if I've ever seen. If I ever seen the plastic. Luckily, this itself is not yet anyway. Just the remote. Just the remote. It's a nice. I love it. I love this remote. Well, my phone's on 1%. Too lazy to find my charger. Good night. Good night, Alice. Thanks for stopping by. Does it have a nurse call button? It does look like that, doesn't it? It looks like I'm about to like, I need more morphine. I'm like, nurse, the morphine. Well, wait, we want to press up for more morphine. Up for more morphine. Nurse, come here, help me. Okay. It's got a nice, I don't know if you saw that, but it's got a nice handle. Nice handle in the back. Very nice. All TVs should have had handles, don't you think? Don't pull the plug. I've had enough of that. I've had enough of that. Okay. I do have to plug it in, actually. So let me plug it in. Speaking of pulling the plug. Got my nice... This is my... I have two NES top loaders. This one only has RF. And then I have an RGB modded one. This isn't my original growing up. I actually sold my original growing up, which is a tragedy. So I had to rebuy this on eBay. I think I was in college, or I just graduated college, and I was like, oh, I have money and I want to I want to correct the mistakes of my childhood. So I think around 2008 I bought a new one on eBay. If only I had the Angry Video Game Nerd 8-bit to to try out. Plugging things in right now. Yep. This is the NES adapter. Thanks again for modding yours. Yeah, no problem, Jason. If you ever get another one and you want to mod for RGB, I can do that too. I know, didn't yours like fall off a shelf or something, Jason? How you doing? Don't cry for me. Good to see you. How you doing, DJ? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm just gonna be playing little games on this little thing. Yeah, I grabbed a top loader to replace my childhood NES years ago. I'm so glad I did with how expensive stuff is. Yeah, I know. I kind of rebought a lot of stuff at the right time, and luckily I've not sold any of it because I'm a pack rat. All right. Let's see if this turns on. It did. All of my consoles fell off of a shelf. Damn, man. Damn. Okay. Oh, this is really strange. Look at that. It's got like a real cool pattern there with with how it's on the camera. Let's see what happens when I turn it on. Ah. Change the white balance for usually that. Yeah, I'll just keep it on that. All right. Maybe I'll turn the light off now that you've seen everything. That's pretty good. Now I can't read chat though. I'll bring it closer. I had a shelf near the ceiling that I kept all my not hooked up consoles on and it collapsed. Damn. Most came out unscaled, but my NES had a little chip in it now. Well, it's good that it's so, like, the NES is so hardy that it can survive a fall like that. Mahler put out a 17-hour breakout of Star Wars Outlaw and got mixed responses. I've tried to watch Mahler's the only thing I tried to watch of Mahler's was he did a breakdown of why Dark Souls 2 is bad, and all of his points sucked, so I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't really want his opinion on video games. So, the picture looks clear as hell. Yeah, even on RF, this thing looks pretty good. I don't think it's been used that much. I think the tube is really fresh. So, it looks pretty good. It's not bad. I don't think long equals smart. I think long just means you're unfocused. Alright, let's go. So, this looks good. The only thing that's a problem is that the NES has not very good composite. And basically, what RF does is just tap into the composite line and make a TV station for it. That's all it really is doing. So the composite's pretty, it's pretty crunchy. But on this TV, you're probably not even going to notice. Filibuster videos, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I loved Dylan the Night Owl, but yeah, he could compress his videos. Obviously, who's that Garfield motherfucker who does like iCarly videos? He could compress his videos, but no, it's like I'm not a fan of the style. I'm playing on normal, which is it's not a hardcore, but that's okay. I'm just testing. This is for testing purposes. People are posting his face and then saying he just nitpicks and complains about the true logic choices he'd make if he were the character. I don't know. Old AVGNs that were 20 minutes or less were great. Yeah, that's exactly right, because brevity is the soul of wit, as William Shakespeare once said. This TV looks actually really good. I can't wait for it to be RGB modded. Because you can still see some like jail bars. I can see jail bars from the composite signal of the NES. And I can see like just the dot crawl. When you're playing the game, you tune it out. But, you know, I notice it. But your brain did. Nice lemon slaying, yeah. I always thought they looked like lemons. Or I used to say, like, when I was a kid, you're shooting, because I only knew breakfast cereals, I guess. I thought he was, like, shooting kicks. Like, you remember the cereal Kicks? They're, like, the little white balls. I was like, why is he shooting kicks at all the robots and they die? I thought kicks were kind of yummy. So right here, you probably can't see it on screen, but you can see the NES jail bars pretty well. Especially, yeah, anything that's blue, you'll see it. Actually, I don't even think the feed is really doing this justice, because, like, this looks awesome. You can really see the deep colors on the screen. It's so hard to film a CRT. Actually, I think my Samsung, the one I was doing my other Earthbound streams, I think that one is way easier to, like, film with it. Film on camera. Kix was like, kid tested, Dr. Light approved. It got terrible like most good cereals. That sucks. These spikes were always the run killers in my childhood. Ah, shrimp. Fuck you, shrimp. Let's see. I also like Fester's Quest 1, especially the Batman 2 Partners Letter is my favorite. Oh, yeah. My favorite AVGN episode? I always liked the when he revisited, like, the Castlevanias. I always thought that was fun. Earthbound. I thought the Earthbound one was good, because I like Earthbound. Finally, a good game. Has anyone ever talked about how good the soundtrack is? Yeah, it's a banger. And I always liked, yeah, when he did, you mentioned the ColecoVision one. I always liked when he, yeah, showcased the console and a bunch of games. It's hard to be like, what's a favorite? Because it was always just like, you'd watch like, I would let him build up and watch a bunch of them, and it was just a vibe. Oh yeah, I can do Metal Man. Metal Man, Metal Man, Metal Man. I like the Atari 5200. He never plays that one. Well, I had an Atari 5200, but it didn't when I was a kid, and it didn't work. Kind of wish I still had it. I probably could repair it. Who do I want to kill? Let's do Woodman. I got some wood. Honestly, this RCA is about as good as any of the Sonys. This is pretty good. If you can find yourself a little RCA kitchen TV, hell, just get yourself one of those, you can get those, like, little composite to RF adapters. You can play most stuff on this. This is great. Kill the dogs. you could keep boozing it, yeah. And the trees are dancing in the camera feed. Yeah, you can kind of see the dot crawl. That's a artifact of the composite. You can see like a shimmering right now. But that's a shimmering. That's an artifact of composite. Well, you know what? I can use I'll use my metal. I remember doing this. This is good. Right? Damn it! There we go. That's what I want. Hey, what? Why did that go away? That was my life. The life, like, got Sprite. Oh, fuck. Oh, stupid kickback. Modern Atari has new leadership and is actually going crazy. They put out Bubsy 4, yeah. Bubsy 4. I mean, it didn't look bad. It looked kind of like, yeah, they did the tongue-in-cheek thing, which is probably where you go with Bubsy. Where you're like, I know Bubsy 3D was awful, and you do the tongue-in-cheek thing. Wow, look at all these power-ups. Okay, now we get serious. Time to get serious. My solder soldier. I soldered a connector. Now I'm trying out this beautiful RCA TV. This I have not modded it yet. I'm just testing it to get a baseline for how it looks before I crack it open and hopefully not ruin it. Oh yeah, these Roadrunners are invulnerable to my Metal Man. Ooh. Got him. I finally played Bubsy 3D for myself the other day and actually got a headache and had to stop within 10 minutes. Oh my god. I wish the actual creator of Bubsy was alive to see it because it's basically what he wanted and the controls and movement are actually good. Yeah, it looks kind of like the movement reminded me a lot of Mario Odyssey or something, where you can like chain a bunch of movement together. Looks good enough to give me that CRT itch. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, OG Bubsy is awful. I mean, I had it as a kid growing up, and I was like, ooh, this isn't good. Creative Bubsy died? I didn't even know he was sick. Gotta get Metal Man out for these birds. These mad scientists creating birds that kill you. I already have to deal with real birds that want to kill me. Like, what practical purpose does this machine have? Who would make that? Who would make a devil head in the sky? Dr. Wily, of course. And there's like a sumo fan guy. It's all good. Dr. Wily's a genius. Fuck. I can't believe this music was written by humans. Yeah, it's incredible. The fuck? Why didn't I jump? I think all the big sprites in this game are bangers. Like the big fish, this big devil man, the big dog, bangers. Bangers after bangers. Like, I don't think it's ever been better in the series. This one kind of nailed it, like for the big sprite work. I see a lot of ghosting off of Mega Man right here. I wonder if that would go away with the RGB mod, or if that's an emergent behavior of this tube. We'll see. It's not that bad. I'm just noticing. Speaking of emergent behavior. Amico and Clico Chameleon Man. I know Justin in his Silver May days before joining. Oh. Yeah, I know it's talked about it at the audio and visual level. This game is just... yeah, this is... Like, I like Mega Man 3 better because I think it's a little bit weirder. And I like how weird it is. But as a here is the showcase NES game. I'd pick this one. Like, to show somebody and be like, play this, you'll get what the NES is. Like the good stuff of the NES. Oh yeah. These birds just are relentless. There we go. I also saw that a Vectrex Mini got announced. The Vectrex, that old school style vector graphics. Yes, I love the Vectrex. It's a weird fucking thing. It's really cool. It looks like, yeah, like things look like Star Fox-ish because it's using all the straight lines and stuff. It's really cool. Wood. Strong bad. Your head explode. Yeah, well, there was a new strong bad email recently. I watched it. It was okay. I loved Homestar Runner back in the day. Come on for who gods. Come on for who gods. Who's that? Who gods? For who gods? I don't know who it is, but it's probably for who gods. Ask for a friend Joe and ask for a friend Jake. He said it was for who gods. I even played the Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people. Best Homestar Runner character. The one you have to use very sparingly, which is Homsar. Okay, so I got Airman. Who is weak to Airman? Crash Man? Crash Out Man? We do Heat Man. I'm Homsar, captain of the gravy train. I'm aboard. I had a Strong Bad t-shirt in college. Strong Bad. I did like Strong Bad. I mean, he's obviously like the de facto star of that website, the Flash website. Even though it's Homestar Runner. Pushy. Sure beats breaking up with me. No. I always thought Bubs and Coach Z could have their own show. Yeah, the old Earthworm Jim cartoon was cool. Yeah, it had Homer Simpson as Earthworm Jim. Damn it. Ugh. Let's play a game called fuck this. I think I can just like go here and do this. Fuck this. I like that one up is just like a trap. Let's see. Homestar Runner is some millennial stuff which is impenetrable to anyone else. Everyone always said how funny it was, so I tried multiple times. Yeah, it was a time and a place. There was only a few things on the internet, and that was the only thing that was goodish. Good. Yeah, Homestar is as millennial as it gets. Yeah, it's just it was the first thing you could actually like run Flash on your computer, and you were like, "Ooh, this is actually kind of fun." It wasn't just like, I don't know, watch a hamster get microwaved in a microwave. It was like, "Oh, this is kind of fun." It's like a TV show, but it's on the internet. It was like a good, like had a good floor of quality. Fuck, this is my favorite NES game. It is. It's good. Bubble. Bubble bobble. Oh wow, this guy gets fucked by the bubbles. Trey and Matt indefinitely delay their upcoming comedy movie Kendrick Lamar. I hope it's worth it. I don't even know, man. I was on Addicted Games and they had Trogdor and it took me to Homestar Runner's website. I remember I was in Latin class in high school and I had a friend who sat in front of me and he just turned. I remember this very clearly. He turns like, "Have you heard of homestarrunner.com?" And then he wrote it in my notebook. He turned right, wrote it in my notebook, and that's like, he's like, "You have to watch it." And so I did, and then I loved it. It was great. Who next? Crash Out Man. This is the best, one of the best soundtracks on this, right? What were they fucking? They were they were just cooking so hard. Childhood was Dr. Wily 1, and then adulthood is Crash Man. Yeah, I don't know. They're both fucking awesome. I want to at least get to Wily 1, just so we can hear it. These guys, they can die to that. Coach Z's got money, but not much. I had the Homestar Runner CD. I had the Homestar Runner CD when they came out with a CD of songs, which had Trogdor, had everything, and also I think some original stuff, which was not as good. I don't think this is the right way. Coach Z's got money, but not much. Coach Z's got money, but not much. I could use a few dollars. I could use a few bucks. Secret song. I knew it was you. I never knew it was true, a secret song. There was a secret song. Yeah, of course they had a secret song. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see him do non-South Park, because I think their South Park has not been good. Train map. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow, he gets... That's the thing, is if you know the rock, paper, scissors of this game, it's pretty easy. All the bosses are trivial. Yeah. Seth MacFarlane, yeah, he's got some good things. Yeah, I love the Ted series. The Ted series is great. I've never seen the Orville, but I hear good things about it. Yeah, this game, the music. Fuck you. Fuck you, Rick Berman. Well, you're not Rick Berman. I know Red Letter Me and Mike wants to desperately like the Orville, but can't because it's too similar to OG Trek and isn't new to him, yeah. I was never into Trek in the first place, so I'm like, that's not a show that's like marketed to me. It's appealing to me. Remember, I didn't like one of those Star Trek shows have like Stacey Abrams as the president of the world or whatever. How embarrassing. Oh yeah, I forgot this controller has a turbo button. I'm gonna use it. Oh, who's Sea Week 2? Ah, this guy I forget. It's always Metal Man, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I am playing this on the normal difficulty, which is easier. F. Get equipped with F. Time bomb stopper. Good night, DJ. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. Item 3 completed. Get your weapons ready. Get equipped with Item 3. But I left this for last because I hate this stage. I fucking hate it. This is the real last level. Do I have item? Yeah, I have item 3. I just got it. Item 3. Get equipped with item 3. It's the giant lasers, man. The giant lasers are a bitch. You know what I'm talking about. These things. Yeah. I think it was unique that, like, yeah, every stage had its own song and stuff. Because a lot of times the games would just reuse songs. So it was just cool. This game is cool. Fuck. Oh shit. Fuck! I knew I was gonna die to those. Go quick, man. Fuck. I think I can use. You can actually freeze the lasers. I'll try freezing some of them. I think I can get most of these. Oh yeah, this is gonna suck. Alright. There we go. Fuck that. Fuck it. Oh, and then you have to wait for it to come go all the way out. Oh no, there's two of them. There's two of them. How did they get down there? I think you can use Crashman on this guy, I think. Sort of. I don't even think this is worth it. It's probably better to just... Oh, actually... I'm just gonna use one of these. There we go. Yeah, just use the lemons. Use the kicks. A balloon. A balloon. Get equipped with Quick Boomerang. Oh yeah, Dr. Wily. Dr. Wily. Oh, that must be Dr. Wily. Was that Mega Man 8? Mega Man 8 had voice acting, and Dr. Light sounded like this like sleepy old guy who was like, who always talked. He said, "Dr. Wily, Mega Man, you gotta watch out for Dr. Wily." It's such a journey this song takes you through. Now we're in the highs. It's fucking awesome. I love when the game's just like, you have to use your shit. This is the last level. Use your shit. When you put on Quickman's thing and you look pink, it looks like I don't know. He's ready for sleep. Like these are his pajamas. He's like, let's go to sleep. And here's the Dargon. We're in Dark Souls now. Nice. Flashing warning. Alright, I think I'm gonna go. So that was fun. Well, I guess they do reuse Wiley's themes on this one too. I wonder how much thought went into each weapon is strong against each special. I don't know. I don't think they thought about it much. They probably made these games really fast. Yeah, so I'm going to go, and if you liked if you were there for the soldering project, if you liked that, I can do more of those. I just had to get this done. I have to get this done this week. But that was fun. Mega Man's fun. Let's take one last look at this TV. It's a beautiful thing. Thing of beauty. I hope you have a good week. Dark Souls is on Saturday. Actually, we'll be filming Boxmack on Saturday. We're actually going to be filming Boxmack at my house. We're going to film Boxmack at my house. Isn't that funny? It's going to be in my kitchen. Don't tell anybody. This is a secret. And then we're going to go to Yankee Candle. It's going to be fun. Because Yankee Candle's near... John wanted to go to Yankee Candle. It's near my house. And they were like, oh, we could, drive all the way over there after filming Boxmack. And I was like, at John's house? That sounds stupid. Why don't you come here? We'll film Boxmack here and go to Yankee Candle. And the Christmas, they got the whole Christmas shit all up and stuff. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna film it here. And yeah. So I gotta make sure I mop my floors, my disgusting, filthy floors. Make sure it's got to be Boxmack ready. Yeah. So anyway. Soul Saturday, 9:30 Saturday. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to do 1,000 subscribers. And then we're going to continue playing Earthbound on Sunday. So, till next time, bye.